they do stem cell research. So he has all these ways of like real natural hair growth. But what it is that he specializes in black and Latino hair. You know what I'm saying? Not that he doesn't do white people hair too, but at the same time, he specializes in black and Latino hair. So you got to think about it. It's like, y'all know how rough our hair grows, how uneven. Like, yo, even right now, my hair is still uneven. That's what people don't understand. Like, they think, like, I just have, like, some, my hair is growing. Like, you know what I'm saying? And literally, like, my hair be darker hair, be lighter hair.
Where did he do it at? Like, where was the so-called problem?
Nah, it's my edges was my main issue. My edges was just, like, they started receding in the sides.
And how long ago did he do that?
That's what, I think, 8 months ago.
Is that instant though?
Yeah, it looks good.
Hell yeah.
It looks good, but you still gotta take time. Like you gotta let it keep growing.
Yeah. You know what I love about it, man, is that there's no shame or taboo to get down. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Like, man,
I just don't care. And like that's the thing about it. It's like it's such a crazy thing because so many people are so insecure about their hair. Like I just want niggas to know, like, I went through all phases for y'all, dog. Like, nah, real talk, dog. I really want niggas to know, like, I went through all phases for niggas out here with the hair situation. I let y'all niggas know that, yo, you can lose this shit. Mm-hmm. You might have to cut it bald, but I'll go bald for y'all.
We're going to lose a lot of the interview if we get a lot more of the N-word. We lost a lot of interview for you the first time. Keep it as clean as you can. I want this to run.
All right, look. Basically, like I said, I just want the people to know that I did a lot for them when it comes down to this. For males specifically that have hair problems or have, like, there's so many males that are coming and be like, yo, bro, like, I need to, my hair's receding. And it's like, I done showed y'all you can lose this. I done showed y'all what it looks like when you got to cut it all off. And I still rocked it strong. You know what I'm saying? But then I also showed you that you can come back. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, like, I don't know what to tell y'all.
Did you really know that was going on? Because I still don't know what Tiger did. Because Tiger hair looked immaculate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess it's the same doctor though.
Yeah.
And it's not that. What people don't understand is not. They're not putting some weird hair in your scalp. You know what I'm saying? They're putting your stem cells back into the stem cells that died. That's it.
Hey, man.
You know what I'm saying?
When my boy Jose walk in here, I just want you to look at him and just let him know if he had lost cause. Like, did we wait too long? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I think all of us as men, most of us grow hair on the sides and at the back.
Yeah, he got that.
And that's where they evaluate from about like how your hair is gonna grow. And so as long as you grow hair in the back, you can. I mean, it's going to take a couple procedures, but...
Right. Yeah. Hey, man, the way that you just talked about that doctor and what you looking like, he can't charge you for another procedure.
Nah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I had multiple customers.
Yeah, you good to go, bro. You good to... Hey, man, you done put faith in a lot of people, homie.
I'm trying to tell y'all, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry. Like, you can come back.
What was the experience like giving your fans your actual phone number and then, like, sending them the unreleased music and then having them have access to you in that way?
Well, it's, like, one thing that I think I want my fans to know and about these other dudes that randomly just started doing that after me. I don't know why everyone always does this weird. You know what I'm saying? I actually have a phone that I bought that is literally how I text them.
That's like fan phone.
Yeah, it's literally like a fan phone that I can send mass texts on. I can, you know what I'm saying? These other dudes is using this app. I don't know what the app is, but they're using apps to do it. It's like a fake app.
So you actually hold it?
I'm actually on the phone. Like when I'm not doing nothing, I just go on my phone, I just text people. Or I send a mass text and I send everybody something, you feel me? And like for me, it's like, I'm real personal when it comes down to like being with the fans. Like I'm real strict about that. Like I don't diss people in the street when they want to take a picture. I always take a picture. I don't do things like, you know what I'm saying? I don't do things like that. I'm always a straightforward guy when it comes to the fan. When I'm at the shows, I jump in the crowd. I tell the security to wait back. Let me be in the crowd with the people. I tell them put me down. I stand on the floor with them. I mosh with them. I wild out with them because they're my fans.
You said, hell yeah, you do it, dog.
And so for me, it's like I give back to the fan and let them know I'm always right here. I'm so close to you that I'm not even far. So that's my way of giving back. It's like, yo, here's this phone that you guys just hit all day.
What's the misconception about you?
I think people just don't understand how much I really care, and a lot of times I think that my passion towards the way I go about things makes me come off arrogant. You know, I'm so passionate that this is gonna work, that this is gonna go right.
Right. Like, look how confident and passionate he is. Like,
I'm so passionate that I can write a verse that can be that I'm gonna have a hit tomorrow. That I'm gonna have, you know what I'm saying? Like, people don't like the dedication that I put into things because it makes them feel like, nah, he's just being cocky. For instance, if you told me, yo, Tori, you know, I need this record and I need it to really be the hit of my career by tomorrow morning.
you know.
And I can go and I can say, you know what? I know today that I'm going to go to the studio and I'm going to take the 12 hours and I'm going to put my passion in and I'm going to come out with that hit that you're talking about. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you a selection of records that you could choose from that I know are on that level. And that's because I have that passion to keep driving me to do that until it's done. And that assurance that I have of myself is like, nigga, it's already done.
Right.
That is what gets people upset. It's like, this nigga's just cocky. He just thinks he could just, but it's not even that.
Right, yeah.
I'm just like that.
Yeah, and it's crazy that we trip off of people that have confidence or believe in themselves, or when we are biggest rah-rah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Like, I'm looking, like, for one, everybody that come up to me to hand me something, everything is fire. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for the one person to come and say, hey, man, listen to my music, it's mediocre. You know what I'm saying? But then there's some where it's like, I remember some of my first interviews with Kanye. Kanye, when we first sat down, I remember my boy Fuzzy said, producer Kanye. And my man said, I am a rapper. You know what I'm saying? And he put it into the universe like, man, no, this is what I do. And even with Ye, people would think, man, that confidence, like, oh, he's cocky.
Nah, I respect Ye. I feel like all cancers, Leos, if you're born in the summer, I'm born in the summer. I'm a Leo, you feel me?
My brother's a
fighter. And I feel like a lot of the decisions that he makes are decisions that I would make. You feel what I'm saying? Like not necessarily everything he's done.
Right.
But at the same standpoint, the radicalness of like, I'm just gonna do this today. That's how that's how Leo moves. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I've always admired that about him. It just the no fuck attitude about I'm just gonna do it because I want to do it.
Is it hard to watch people criticize him for his political views?
What, that Kanye wants to run for president?
No, like that he would support Trump, and that, you know, when he wears like the MAGA hat.
I think, to be honest with you, I just think that he did that because he knows he wants to run for president. I mean, I'm sorry.
No.
Sorry, Kanye. I think, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think he knew what he was doing. I think he knew that it was just like, I'm going to run for president, so I might as well get the votes from these people now. I know that these niggas are not going to like me, but I got to do something to the extreme to let these people know that I'm going to run for president and I'm going to need their votes too. That's just what I think. I could be wrong. Who the fuck am I? Don't shoot me, all right?
How do you keep the clutter away from you? You know, with social media, like back in the days, I tell people like, man, it used to be one critic. If you put out an album, Source Magazine, you wanted 3, 4, 5 mics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now everybody, because of the device, the phone, everyone.
I don't read niggas' comments on Instagram.
No.
That's the thing. Here's the thing. If you guys, I want you to really take something in. What I realized about Instagram, specifically that one platform, don't get me wrong, Twitter will do it too, but people are still even a little bit more mindful on Twitter than they are on Instagram. For some reason, Instagram is damn near turned into a community where there's so much junk and so much things to comment on and laugh about and hee and laugh at somebody else's pain, where it's to the point where sometimes people are just hating for no reason. It's just become a part of their, you know. And so I realized, like this is what really actually put it in perspective for me. One time, this kid wrote me the nastiest letter in my DM and was just like, "Yo, you piece of shit, da 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 da." He was just going off for a good like paragraph, why he didn't like me and all this stuff and da 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 da. And I hit him back and I was like, "You're a fuck nigga, but it's okay. I'ma forgive you." Right? He responded back to me and said, "Yo, bro, I didn't even think you were gonna fucking answer. I don't even feel that way about you. I was just trying to get your attention."
Oh, man.
It was at that moment that I realized, yo, there's really people out here that really will sit down, take the time out of their day, and say something that they don't even mean. And that's what showed me the comments that come off of other people's networks are based on what content they post. You know, everybody gets posted on Shade Room, and then you're like, yo, I got posted on Shade Room. Let me look at these comments. There's so many comments. You got to realize you're literally in a room of shade. Niggas throwing shade. Like, the room is called Shade Room. They're going to throw shade. I've seen people do the nicest things. But at the end of the day, if it's in the shade room, someone always throws shade. Meaning that even if you're doing good, you can't win. So why even focus on that? Focus on the fact that, hey, I mean, it was posted, people saw it. The people who do feel good about it are going to feel good about it. But I think the problem with a lot of people is we get too involved and wrapped into the comments of Instagram. You know what I'm saying? If you go look at, you know, somebody's comments on Instagram and go look at their YouTube channel, chances are their YouTube channel is going to be 90% more positive towards them than their Instagram.
Right.
You know, and that just goes to show you, it's like, why are we even paying attention to the comments of these things? And that's why I don't even read niggas' comments no more.
I heard that.
That's why we need to create the great room.
The great room?
Yeah, we'll create a bunch of great stuff.
Great room.
Get the account right now.
I love it, man. The great room.
Let me get that on the
Yeah. Grab that before his people.
How did we not think of it already?
Get the great room right here, right now.
I want to
positive stuff.
You didn't even come out with it.
I was sitting right
What are
next
you
to him.
talking about, man?
I was part of the conversation which sparked the...
Your photo will be the profile photo. How about that?
All right,
There it is right there. All right. There it is. All right. Did you get that too? He signed off on it. All righty. And we also need you to go ahead and do a feature for us, because we want to do it big. We want theme songs and everything,
have the
man.
great room jingle. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
You know this is being recorded, right?
Release party.
Okay, all right, yeah.
room mixtape.
Oh, when we do the great room release party, like the welcome party, the launch.
Facts. We're
You
gonna
know
have
what, man?
all like the bloggers come through.
You saying
Write something great.
Hey,
about this
dude.
night.
You saying yes too easy.
We put it
That
up.
show me right there. You're not gonna do it. I'm gonna do it when Tiger
I'm
comes
gonna do
through
it,
first.
man.
See, he growing his mustache
I am,
in November.
I'm
Just
sorry.
when you looked over at that, I apologize. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I just wanted to mention, what are your thoughts on what happened with Drake at Camp Flog Gnaw?
I just don't think. I think personally, if the people weren't waiting on somebody else,
That
at that
wasn't
moment,
announced.
it would. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I don't think that it would have been that. It's just I think that they were in such of a high expectancy.
Yeah.
To see somebody, to see something at that moment, that at that moment, that's just what they wanted to see. And I think that it's one of those things where it's like, you know, me and Drake laughed about it. It was funny, like we was dead ass on the text laughing about it. But it's just like, boy, you know, you had no business, boy, being at Camp Flog Gnaw.
What did he say back?
He was just laughing. He was just like, yo, that's one for the books, bro. Like, it just,
But you know
it
what?
just didn't matter to him. Like, you gotta remember, like, no offense to whoever was at Camp Flog Gnaw or whatever, but, bro, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Kids was on the ride, bro. Like, at the end of the day, it's still Drake.
Yeah, man.
Any other crowd, anywhere he goes, bro, people would be
And you know what?
ecstatic to see
Yeah.
that.
I
You know what I'm
think he
saying?
would have got it there too if he didn't come last, where people knew that was the finale. You know what I'm saying? Like, Uzi Vert came out. Who else came out?
ASAP.
No, I feel you, but at the same time, and no disrespect to any of them, but it's still Drake.
Right.
Drake is a finishing act.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just think that they thought that a finishing act was somebody else.
Right.
And because the expectancy was so high, it's like, if it was me, if I was him,
Right.
I'd have just been like, what? Hit. Boom, I just started running the hits. Boom, 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 boom. I didn't give him a chance to say nothing. Boom, 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 boom. I would have ran 90 hits.
Right. So you would
I'd have
have
ran
stayed.
90 records. Boom, 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 boom. Bro, the kid got like 106
Easy
joints.
call. Hell
Boom,
yeah.
boom, 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 boom.
And that's on a light
I'd have started
night.
running the old Timberlands out. I'd have ran everything. Them kids would have sang at one of them joints.
They'll still be there. What's the relationship with you and Drake? I know you say you guys are just texting back and forth. Do you get another go round at y'all one-on-one? Did he really beat you one-on-one?
He wins these games, right? No, I shouldn't even say that. He won the first game fair and square.
Basketball.
The second game, I'm not fully giving to him because I realized he was like, Cuz was working on his shot, and
was it at his facility too?
no, but here's the thing. Let me finish, bro.
Go ahead now.
What happened? This is what happened now. So we was playing basketball, but then he's playing this in this way where it's like if you shoot and you miss, it's just dead ball. You got to start back again. Like, you don't go get your own rebounds.
Yeah.
Like, you just got to start at the top. Like, the old school, like, way. I'm like, nah. Like, the way we supposed to be playing is like, you know, you play one-on-one. Wherever the ball goes, you go for it. You run for it. Out of bounds is out of bounds. But we wasn't playing like that. We was just playing shot for shot for shot for shot. Wow. It was like this way I wasn't used to. You know, my way of winning, I tire niggas out.
Right, yeah.
I tire the hell out you. Like, you just be mad tired, you feel me? Because I'll run around, I'll be doing the most.
Grab the rebound.
It didn't happen like that, you know what I'm saying? He was working on his shot. He had a little basketball instructor and stuff. You know what I'm saying? He shoot his shot like this now. Like, it's like a little curve.
House rules. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell yeah. That's the way we play here.
But I promise, we ever get the one-on-one again,
You got to get the rematch.
definitely.
Yeah, but not like that, though.
No, you want to take him to your house and then you steal them.
Yeah, take him to your court.
How amazing is that mansion that he built?
That's all right.
I mean,
You talking
what I've seen,
Yeah.
from what I've seen, it's pretty dope. Pretty crazy.
Why, you want to go over there?
Hell yeah, would love to go over there.
Yeah. Tory Lanez, definitely want to thank you for coming into the neighborhood, man.
Yeah.
Continue to be the machine that you are, bro.
Always.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Continue to be the machine that you
Gotta
are.
be able to keep coming back here.
Yeah.
You know, if there's a year where I just stop coming back, you know I'm just doing bad.
Hey, bro, no. Either you doing bad or you think you're too good.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Nah, you
saying?
never get me with the thinking too.
I don't think have I ever gotten a Tory Lanez like phoner? Like you show up. And I appreciate that, man. Because I'm gonna tell you straight up, man. I've been doing this a long time, and I've had people I press play on their first records, bro. And you would think, out of respect, you know, and without saying anything, that they would come in, check in, whatever. And it trips me out also, man. That we put a lot of people on, and then when they feel like they in, we don't get the interview. It's like, oh, they sit down with Kimmel. Oh, they sitting down with something. I'm like, oh, man. But, it happens. This is going to happen with you, too.
It's not going to happen with me.
Because the first time you came in, you didn't even have shades on.
Nah, honestly.
Now, you put on all your jewelry.
Nah, you know, it's chicks tape season. You know,
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
to go all out for the women, you know what I'm saying, in this season. And I just think that, you know, not only is that, like, something that I love to do when it comes down to, like, coming here, but I'm always going to come in. When I come here the next time, I promise you, my next interview is going to be... That might be the interview that just gets the most. Because what I got to talk about the next time I come here, which is not going to be too far from here.
Give us a hint now.
Nah, trust me. Just trust me.
All right. And let me tell you this. You said it here. If I look up and I see Charlamagne sitting next to you asking you the question, you're like, Charlamagne, man, I had to come here. Angela, what up, what's going on? I'm going to be like, wow. I'm going to be like, my man, a $3 bill, bro. $3 bill. I appreciate you, man. And I'm going to tell you, bro, you are one of the, as far as hard work and everything, man, but also just one of the, and whatever this means, but you are one of the realest people in the game right now, bro.
Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? With a lot of fake frauds, and you are, you know what I'm saying? Like, and the way that you walk it, the way that you talk it, the way that you command your respect, and without us even, like, on all different levels, bro.
Thank you.
I mess with you. You know what I'm saying?
Likewise.
Music-wise, yes, but everything else, I love the way you carry yourself, bro. All right, now, Tory Lanez in the neighborhood, Big Boy neighborhood. Big Boy's neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, man. I've been waiting on this one right here. You know how it seems like right when you get to somewhere, that person just left?
Yeah.
Or when they in town, you out of town. Dave East in the neighborhood, man. Welcome to the neighborhood.
What's up, man?
Man, it's a pleasure to have you. Man, I've been waiting to have you in here too, bro. And please recognize that I've been looking at the hard work, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And what I love about that, man.
Uh-oh, no Wi-Fi at your in-laws' house? It's switching time. And now, it's Netflix time. Watch Netflix offline. Switch to Chromebook.
Big Boy's neighborhood. 50 Cent in the neighborhood, man. Welcome back to the neighborhood, bro. All righty, I'm going to start at the end. What the hell did you do to the Power intro, man? All right, man, let's get this out the way. You woke up and you changed the taste of Coca-Cola, bro.
Yeah, why'd you do that?
That was nuts. But look what happened.
Big Boy's neighborhood. It's been a long time coming right here, man. This dude walked in here difficult. Wouldn't take a toothpick out of his mouth. He wouldn't wear. I was like, man, put the headphones on. He said, "Fuck you, big. I don't wear headphones,
He
homie."
did a little too, right?
You remember he pointed, and then he was like, "Man, I put my finger right in your chest," and I was like, "You know what? Homie? Don't wear them." No, Russ in the neighborhood. Welcome to the neighborhood, bro.
Fucking up my narrative.
How you doing, bro? You good?
I'm good.
First off, welcome to the neighborhood, man. And I would have to say, man, we've been trying to do this for a while. And it feels good to have you in here, bro. And I'm gonna tell you just straight up, I enjoy what you do. And when I say I enjoy what you do, hard work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And not disrespect to anybody else, but there's a lot of melanin. There's a lot of people that don't care about, not even the craft, just don't care about what they putting out. You know what I'm saying? But you are different. And I mean different, it seems like sometimes you work a little too hard. You know what I'm saying? But where did that come from? Where you make sure, like, because you got to think, writer, producer, engineer, your own security, sous chef, you do your own writer contracts. You know what I'm saying? Author, add that to it, man. Has that always been in you to grind as such?
I never looked at it like work, you know, and I know it's like a cliche thing, but I never really did. I love the game. I love the aspect of playing. You know, I always believe that there's people in the NBA who play for free.
Yeah.
Kobe strikes me as someone who would play for free. And granted, like, yeah, they want money, but like Kobe, LeBron, like, you could tell the ones who are only playing for the money because then they get the money and they stop trying. A lot of people get rich and stop trying.
Yes.
You know, so with me, I just love to make songs. I love the aspect of getting better. I love the idea that right now we can walk out and there's a sample playing on your whatever, and I'm like, yo, I'm about to go home right now and make something. Like, tonight I can make a song that changes my entire life, my family's life, and makes the world better. Like, that idea, that possibility is what keeps me.
How did you not get caught up in the clutter? Where now it feel like it's so easy.
I was never doing it for that.
Yeah.
So, like, sometimes it's funny because I'll be, like, sitting with, you know, my friends and shit. I'm like, man, sometimes I'll be getting writer's block. Like, it was easier to write when I was broke and, like, trying to come up. Because everything in my life, my music, I make sure that it's autobiographical. That's like, I do it for that, for me, for therapy, whatever. But when you're on the come up, everything in your life is relatable. Then when you get on, you're still trying to,
like, who you talking to?
It's like, what am I supposed to do? It's like, my real life is no longer relatable now. And it's like, it's funny because hip hop is, though, you know, there is the braggadocious side of it. But I guess I never, like, when I get writer's block, and I'm like, oh, I could just talk about
the low-hanging fruit.
Literally what I did today, which is like super fly, but it's like, I guess that was never a value to me. I never valued, like, I'll rap about going on a private jet or whatever, but it's not like, I'm not making holes.
And like, I'm on and you're not, and I'm better than you.
And it's like, yeah, it's like, it's cool. Like, I have those moments, but it's like, I don't value that. I value, like, you know, I value real messages.
But that's life also, though. You know what I'm saying? There's times when, you know, you're happy, you're sad, you're learning, you're teaching, you know what I'm saying? And that's life. So if at one point you're talking about getting at a female, the next point is, you know, something deep, the next time you want to, I think that's a great balance where other people go straight at it.
That's why I'm super happy with this Best on Earth song, just because I'm glad to get it out of the way early. Even though I have songs in the past, like, I got a song called Whole Love, on SoundCloud. I've talked about, you know, women and sexual stuff before, but I'm glad that this one is going big, just in case any of my fans were like, you know, you don't want to be that artist where, like, you in the strip club is weird.
Right, yeah.
Like, this is off-brand.
But you know what I call that too, Russ?
Right.
I call that,
I have fun.
I call that the enoughs. There's a lot of people that don't have to deal with the enoughs.
Yeah.
And I think you'll understand how you gotta be hip-hop enough, street enough, corporate enough, this enough. You know what I'm saying? How do you deal with those enoughs when you can be still in the strip club or they still can play you and you like, oh, okay.
Well, you know what it is? It's just, I pride myself on the fact that I built my fan base off of music.
Yeah.
So I don't have to wake up and talk a certain way or dress a certain way or act a certain way. My whole fan base loves me because I'm giving you me.
But why not sleep on them? You know how some people be like, man, they'll be here anyway. It seems like you continuously with like challenge. Yeah, because some people are like, oh, I made it. You know, I can put the mic out there and sing it. Whatever I put out, I'm fine.
That's called being jaded and ungrateful, too. You know, my fans aren't going anywhere because it's like a relationship.
Right.
You know? How do you expect your girl to still fuck with you? You haven't called her.
Yeah, they trust. Yeah.
I look at it like this. These artists, right? These fans are all up for the taking. And if you're neglecting the relationship, I'm gonna swoop in and take her out.
Yeah, somebody gonna knock her. You know what I'm saying?
Like, and now all of a sudden you haven't talked to her in a year.
Yeah.
I've been
And then Kanye would be like, Russ got your beer. Russ got your beer.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's like I nurture the relationship. You know, I pay attention to it. I feed the relationship.
You constantly put out content.
Yeah.
Committed to the
Well,
relationship.
because I feel like Gucci said this in an interview recently, which I've said, and I love what he said. Where it's if it's your favorite artist, the more music, the better. Like Drake's my favorite artist. I'm not about to complain that Drake is like, I'm putting out a song a week for 3 months.
Right.
Like what? Hell yeah.
Like, oh, it's too much.
Yeah. No one. The only people who feel like, yo, what about oversaturating? You're not a fan. Shut
Right.
up. I don't care about you.
You know what's wild about that, man?
If you were a fan, you wouldn't care what I'm doing.
How much you do work. You know what I'm saying? Like on your light day is better than somebody's heaviest day.
I got to though, bro. Otherwise, I feel like I'm not doing anything.
And it's not filler stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's no where you like, oh, okay, you release a certain amount of albums. Like those are heart, blood, sweat, tears, non-mailed in. So I know that the audience, we gotta trust you because I don't think that you will serve us poison.
No, because I have to love it. It's not someone else's experiences. It's not someone else's ideas. It's really from it's an extension of me. You know, my music is, I take it super personal. You know, because it's like my child. It's an extension of me. It's my real name on it. You know, I'm not hiding behind like an alias. So,
Which one is your most revealing song? You feel like?
Most revealing, probably like I put out this little EP called Just in Case. December last year, the end, and it was like 3 of the saddest, depressing songs I've done, but that's how I was really feeling. Yeah, I needed to do it to get it off my chest. So one of those songs, Nobody Knows, actually ended up going nuts like in the Philippines.
Has somebody came back to you when you had that feeling, right? Nobody knows, but somebody came back to you and had that same feeling,
Like fans and stuff. Yeah, and that's what like I've learned that early on, and then you realize that it's just so much bigger than me. I have a line I think on my album where I say, I'm talking people off the ledge. This is bigger than me. You know, it's like, yeah, I'm saving myself by making songs like that, but I also understand that this person was ready to commit suicide, and then I put out this song. So that's why when people try to tell me, don't put out this song, I'm like, y'all are bugging. Y'all are looking at this shit from some weird, like, traditional machinery type of thing. I'm like, yo, this music is the healer. You feel me? Like, these songs need to get out. Fuck me. These songs need to get out on the off chance that they help somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like
I could have it, not to cut you off, I could have a song on my computer right now that I'm sleeping on.
that the world needs?
Could literally save somebody's life. Like, I'm tripping.
Is that something that is a responsibility?
It's an absolute responsibility. And I don't like the people that try and shun away or hide away from the fact that you are a role model.
Right.
This is what it is. Like, whether or not, like, oh, I didn't sign up to be a role model, it's like, cool, but you did.
Right.
Indirectly, you did. You're in the spotlight, you have a platform, you reach millions of people. By default, that's what comes with the dinner. You're a role model.
Yeah.
Period.
Why do you think people hate the greatness? And I call it the greatness because I don't think you can really front on somebody that put so much in, and then you get somebody from afar that'll say some of the most craziest things.
You know, I think it's a matter of everyone wants me to just shut up and dribble. You know, that's what it is.
Why?
Because everyone loves when a loser releases themselves. We all believe in you too.
Yeah.
We know you can. Or the second you win, relax.
Yeah.
We understand you're winning. It's like, but wait a second. You ever see people who are like, yo, I can't wait for you to make it. I believe in you. And then when you make it, they're like, you think you're better than us?
Yeah, you changed.
It's like, bro, y'all are that's a toxic relationship. So the reality is that if I was losing and doing all the same talking I've been doing, no one cared.
Right.
It wouldn't even make the news.
And some people love that too. You know,
the fact that this is the fucking Patriots and I'm reminding you that there's rings involved.
Yeah. Is that a bad thing to champion yourself?
No, because I'm not waiting for you.
Yeah. Because it won't come.
The reality is you to even make it to this point. A lot of people have it misconstrued. They think that, oh, you're only cocky because you got on. It's like, no, I got on because I was cocky.
Yeah.
How early have you?
I've been like this since I was 4.
Yeah.
Like
How did you realize that though? That you were extra confident and you really believed in yourself?
I'm Sicilian. My dad is from New Jersey. Big ass shit talking Italian family. My best friends are Nigerians. Like,
my other best friends are from the south side of Atlanta. Like, if you got thin skin, if you can't talk shit to each other and fuck with yourself, like, we're gonna rip you apart.
So this doesn't bother you? You know what I'm saying? Like, any of this business.
I never was bothered by the, like, L's. Like, it's like, I got a heavyweight friend, right? And he always says, like, you can't call me fat. I've been fat my whole life.
Yeah.
It's
like
people
tell me something new.
Like, people calling me, like, arrogant and an asshole. It's like, y'all understand, like, high school I got voted most likely to make a teacher retire.
I read that.
Yeah.
It's like, y'all are not telling me anything that I don't already know about myself. Like, don't care, already accepted it, didn't matter, didn't affect shit, I'm winning.
And that probably hurt him even more so. You know what I'm saying?
I don't give a fuck.
Like, oh, there he is
It
again.
probably
It's
hurt
one of those,
even
like, I've
more
been
so.
fat my whole life. Like, I don't, that's what you're gonna use against me?
And people want to penetrate that though. When they see that it just roll off of you, it's like,
annoying.
what's the next? Yeah,
It's
you know
annoying.
what I'm saying? Misery.
They want to find a way to break you, too.
Yeah, well, the only shit that bothers me is when people create lies. Stories that are lies that end up affecting fans that I've busted my ass to get. And I've watched certain fans be like, I can't believe you said this. And it's like, I literally did it.
Right.
You know?
Because sometimes, man, the withdrawal can come faster than the deposit. Like, you can put so much in, and somebody can say or do something, and it can, you know what I'm saying? Especially if it's something that's made up, and we can't control a lot of this.
No, you can't.
You know what I'm saying?
And the feeling of hopelessness is what starts to fuck with your head a little bit. When you realize that if something fake comes out about you, you have two options, or like three. It's you say nothing, which means it's true.
Yeah.
But if you say something, well, it's definitely true.
Yeah.
So you sit here so fucking helpless, and you're like, I can't believe how stupid.
As much as you put in, and either as bad as you want it, has there ever been times when you wanted to walk away from it, not from the music, but just because of everything that comes with it?
But I would never stop making music. Like, I make music before all of this. Like, I would play for free.
Yeah.
You know, I make music because I need to make music. But walking away from, like, you know, I'm done touring, I'm done doing interviews. I wouldn't even be done touring, but, like,
Are you still on this 2 more albums and I'm done? After Zoo, you said that.
You see, that's, you know what I'm saying? It's sometimes we trying to glue you to something too, though.
yeah, but it's like, glue me to that. That's beautiful, because you know what? At least I'm not scared to, like, express my truth and it end up not being how I feel today. Like, you can't even judge me off 5 minutes ago. I'm a new person. Right? You feel me? Like, for real. Like, because like 10 minutes ago, right? You could be one person, and then within that 10 minutes, you might have some groundbreaking conversation with someone that changes your whole outlook. So you got to take me at face value. Take me for what I am today. Hold me to it today. But if tomorrow I wake up and I'm like, fuck that.
That was yesterday.
That's how you got to move.
How important is it for you to be so hands-on? You know what I'm saying?
Super important, because at that point, I want to make sure that if we lose, it's because I took the last shot. I'll be damned.
Yeah, if one of y'all somebody hands.
Yeah, just because, like, it's my name on it, it's my career, it's my family, my life, like, you know what I'm saying? This is my music, my shit. I'm not having people writing, like, you know, this is my shit. So if I'm a fail, I want it to be on my watch. So that I can at least be like, damn, you know what? All right, cool. That one's on me.
Because I've seen just throughout the business too, man, with being in radio so long.
Yeah.
I've been around people that give them the blood, sweat, and tears. You're in the studio, you working, and probably not even as much as you are.
Sure.
And then they say, okay, well, I got the album, and then they hand it to somebody else. And it's like, okay, well, you do your job now.
Yeah.
And you just see it just dissipate. You just see it. You just see it fall apart.
It's lack of confidence. It's a fear-based action. You know, like I was just talking about how, you know, it's just love and fear. And that's a fear-based emotion. Like any sort of like relinquishing responsibility over your career to someone else, I feel like is a fear-based thing. Now, people could say, well, what if they're just better at this? Or what? It's like, yeah, but you shouldn't feel so insecure in your own decision making.
I'm just talking about handing it to when it was the label. You know what I'm saying? And them taking the last shot.
Right. That's
you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I gave you I dribbled all the way down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 4 quarters.
You blew the layup.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was, and you blew it.
Yeah, well, that's when you cut them.
When did you know that you wanted to kind of play with the major game a little bit? Because you're doing so much on your own.
Well, I looked around. You got to understand too, right? So 2016, it was even a different game than it is now. Like streaming, Rap Caviar was not a thing. You know, streaming was not a thing. Radio was still, you know, it was like I was looking around at all my favorite artists, and I'm like, all y'all on the radio. You know, this is like right before right when Chance happened. So like, it wasn't, the independent thing was not a real thing. I was doing it, but I was still looking around like I got to level the playing field.
Right.
That's all I was looking at.
I need this with that, because I got this. I just need a little bit of that.
Perception play, too. I understand that a lot of times perception is reality. So when you see your favorite artist who's on the come up finally get the deal, it elevates it in your head. Just like when you see billboards do nothing for anybody. Billboards are vanity plays.
Yeah.
Billboards don't sell tickets. Billboards don't sell albums. Billboards sell perception. And
perception and reality. Yeah, I saw your billboard.
It's a vanity.
You made it.
Russ, I got a chance to glance at your book. It's all in your head. What made you put...
How did you get that book?
Oh.
Hey, dude, I walked in this morning, and it was here. And then, no, it was literally sitting right here.
The publisher publicly?
Yeah, and it had the publisher's...
They didn't send it. We already talked to them.
No, and look, and it had the publisher's note in there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, the publisher.
Someone's getting fired.
Hey, man,
Oh, no.
and see...
Was it not supposed to be
And
out
see,
yet?
but you know what?
Because it comes out November 12th, and today's November 12th.
Yeah, but they usually do send it out, though, to media, so
I don't know
you
who
can get
they is, but they are now fired.
Hey, man, and what we'd do, because usually what I like to do, I literally got it this morning.
It's great.
Because I like to read. But you know what that is? What I
I'm just
see...
but like I wrote that shit.
Yeah.
But also I see that you making sure
Yeah.
that what you create, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm not going to even pop this open until.
Well, I did.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I did, and I love what you put in there, but I want you to tell people what really inspired you and what was so important for you to put this all in a book for people to have access to it.
Right. So I was like, even the title, "It's All in Your Head," has been something I've been thinking about for like several years. Like you could go find old tweets where you write a book called "It's All in Your Head," just because I feel like it starts and ends with you. You know, a lot of people. So it's a self-help book. It comes out November 12th. Unless you work at the station, it came out today.
That shit is impossible.
But it's a self-help book because that helped me. You know, I read books like The Alchemist and Seven Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra.
Great books.
You know, and like those helped me. That armed me mentally. So I was like, man, I feel like I've picked up.
Expert scheming.
I know something, and let me try and put it all into a book just to help, because I feel like that book is gonna be bigger than any song. And at the end of the day, in order to listen to my songs, you gotta like the melodies, the beats, the drums, and this. That is just words. And that's a belief system.
Have you been having this conversation, not just with yourself, but you know there's sometimes when you have a conversation with someone, and I talked to somebody in Chicago, I talked to somebody in Detroit, I talked to one of the homies, and it's like, damn, I don't have a chance to talk to everybody.
Right. That's my belief system in a book. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all the like, yo, you know, I get DMs every day like, yo, what's your advice on this? It's like, yo, here's the book. And when I'm dead, right, that is going to be it. We always talk about, man, like, I wish... I see they're doing like a Nipsey book. Yeah. But imagine if Nipsey wrote down his belief systems in a book. It would maybe be bigger than the music because you know his brain, it would have so much substance and meaning. So I just feel
why was it important to write it?
To give
because you still live in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that mean that once you learn more, there's another one?
I try to operate like I'm about to die. That's how I try to operate. You know what I'm saying? I try to literally move like, yo, this has to come out now.
Why?
It better be that AD.
Because it's not promised. And when your number's called, your number's called. You know? And so I'm just like, that shit needs to be in the world before I'm not here. You know, like, that's my whole thing. I'm trying to get out as much as possible.
Hey, man, and it's not like you call it on, because we all know everybody in this room is going to be, and it's not like you invited or, yo, don't put that in the air. Because even like, I was good with Pac. And when Pac passed, people was like, how did he have all these songs? How did he do all this? But Pac worked like possibly it wasn't a tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And because I can tell you, hey, man, come back and do the show, you know, around Christmas. Right. And in your heart and mind, we want to.
Right.
But there ain't no guarantee to it.
Right.
And then if you didn't write, and not, God willing, nothing's going to happen to you or me before Christmas when we have our next show. Sure. But if you didn't write this and take the advantage of it, it was like, well, when do you do that?
Right.
You know, you're not going to throw it down from heaven.
Exactly. And I always believe, I talk about it in the book too, but people always, you ask anyone, like the end goal and like the biggest aspirations, it's always, you know, in the future I see myself owning this. In the future, it never comes.
Just do it.
Everyone puts things off. It's like, to me, right, it's almost like bills, you know? People put off bills until they knock on your door and say there's a lien on your house or whatever, and like, now we're taking
or flip that switch and it's off. Like,
there's no water, and then you start moving with a sense of urgency. It's the same thing though. People put off life, you know, because if you tell somebody you're gonna die tomorrow, they would all of a sudden value their life and time much more. Just
Banged
like
on 'em for my
bills,
40.
put it off. But when they come knock on the door, or when your water's off, then you start moving correctly. That's how you should have been moving regardless. So I try and just keep that in my head. Like, I'm not putting off my life. I'm doing this shit now. I'm alive now. I'm healthy now. I'm young now. I'm doing everything.
How do you know that in your 20s, young now? You know what I'm saying? Because some people look at that in the rearview mirror like, as opposed to the windshield. Like, it seems like you're a windshield guy.
For sure. Because I know that what I do now is the setup for the future. You know, like, I can tell you. You show me a 30-year-old, I can tell you if they were on some shit in their 20s or not. Is where are you at right now? You know, like, I don't need your little fucking life story. You're not doing shit because somewhere along the line, you maybe weren't doing what the fuck you were supposed to do. Now, that's generalizing and a little judgmental, but for the most part, it's like, I know my 30s are going to be a reflection of what I did with my 20s.
Yeah, man. And that's what I tell people, man. You got to put the work in, then you get paid. Like, if you work 2 weeks, you get paid for the last 2 weeks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's always retroactive.
Yeah, so what you put in, what you do today determines how you eat tomorrow.
100%.
100%.
I know that obviously you do a lot of the stuff on your own, but you do work with some people sometimes, like Scott Storch, but also Meek Mill. And Meek Mill invited you to the studio, and he spoke so highly of you. What is that relationship like, and how did it start?
Yeah, we've only been in the studio once. We didn't make anything, but I've always respected Meek and his persistence and just the hustle, you know, and just the truth he gives. And I saw that clip too. It was amazing, just because I always admire people who are willing to say the truth regardless of the ramifications. And Meek is fire. And I feel like Meek is finally getting his flowers.
Definitely.
You know?
Is it hard in this industry, though, to see, like, there at one point you were trying to, make it in, and you were trying to, get people to hear your music, and now you're here, and you talk a little bit about it with Zoo, and how you're like, the belly of this beast is super crazy. Now, a year removed from Zoo, how do you feel about the industry now and the people that you meet?
I had a really insane conversation, like, a year ago or something, with John Mayer, who's maybe the smartest person I've ever known. For sure. Like, his texts are like straight out of fucking spiritual self-help book, but like with humor and just it's like they're just the most insane, and he's doing them fast. It's like, how you typing it?
I didn't even reply to the other one.
And they're like such profound things. But I asked them something along the lines of like, how do you adjust to this? Like, when do you? Because I still feel like, I keep a foot in regular world. Like, I'm still almost hanging on to not being famous or whatever the hell. And he just responded with the most simple, profound shit. He said, take your jacket off. This is just so true. He's just saying,
like, you're here.
Settle in.
Yeah, you're here.
Take your jacket off. And it was just, I don't know, it just super, like, made sense and affected me.
Hey, man, how much sense did that make when you saw it?
Mind-blowing.
Like that made sense. Like, you hear.
I was like, yeah, because you visualize that and then you internalize it emotionally. You're like, yeah. You just feel like, I think my fucking
I'm here.
Go. Speaking of collaborations, you were on Twitter doing a Q&A, and somebody asked you, what's your dream collaboration?
Drake.
And you said Drake.
Yeah.
Why Drake?
Drake is the GOAT of vocal execution in hip-hop. You can say whatever you want about writing, about whatever. That's another one that, like, give people their fucking flowers.
Yeah, man.
You're gonna sit here and act like Drake is not fire? I don't care what y'all are talking about with writing, whatever. If you think that he hasn't written X, Y, and Z, then cool. But it's like vocal execution and just he doesn't miss.
He's talented.
He doesn't miss. You know how hard that is to not miss?
You said you had a joint for him. You still have it, or something? Do you have something else for him too?
90 million songs.
Not just a toy. I have a lot.
Look at all this, man.
Drake
vocals come in yet?
I move around with so much. Like, Swiss randomly texts me. I was just in New York. Swiss Beats texts me. He goes, yo, I'm doing something. I don't even want to expose too much. He's like, I'm doing some things.
We got it already. We got the
We got everything already.
Like,
Don't trip.
We've already seen your phone.
He's like, I'm doing some things. Can you pull up? I was like, bro, I'll pull up right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Send a pin.
Yeah, so I pull up to his house and just like I always have a ton of music on me for everyone. I got music for name of artists I got.
Have you always been that much in love with music? I know it starts at an early age.
Yes, and I think a lot of people think that, you know, I've met people and then become good friends with them where they say, yo, at first I thought you were just like bullshitting and gassing and just full of shit, because I'm really like, that's a misconception. I'm everyone's biggest cheerleader. So it's like, I really be going hard. Like, ask anybody that I've worked with via anyone. Like, I genuinely, if I'm working with you, it's because I genuinely think you're amazing. And I'm spending the whole time telling you you're amazing because I'm really like, I'm in awe too. I'm always trying to remain a fan. I'm never too cool to not be a fan.
Is there anyone early on that you were like, man, this is who I rock with? Like, if they wrote the book, you read the book. Kanye.
Talk about it.
Kanye's in it, like, that's another one that people need to relax with. And I understand with the platform, like, certain things he says, that's fine, but y'all need to operate at a beneath the surface level. You don't have to like what he's saying, surface value, right? From this, whatever, that's surface level shit. What you need to, in better respect, and want to see more of in yourself is the fearlessness. A lot of y'all, most of y'all, can't get up in a room full of 20 classmates and say how you feel. Without, right? Kanye gets up in front of the world and says how he feels time and time again. Shut up. You feel me? Shut up.
Have you seen my recent interview with Kanye?
Yeah, hell yeah. I saw that.
And that's my guy. And one thing you have to do, you gotta let Kanye talk.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta let him talk. And then there's times where it's like, okay, are you gonna skip with the rope? Are you gonna play double dutch? Or are you gonna hang yourself with it?
Yeah.
And whatever he chooses to do with that rope, that's why I wasn't combative in everything.
No, it was a great interview.
We would still be there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We would still be there. And I love, brother, I never had a lot of the conversations.
Yeah.
Because we weren't built on that. And Kanye's in a position now where he's talking, or he's in the two things that we don't supposed to have conversations about.
Politics and religion.
There it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's why you gotta like, you don't have to like his views on politics
Definitely
or his
don't.
views on religion.
Right.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm a beneath the surface person. I respect beneath the surface, and the fact that he is still being this fearless is almost insane to me. Because I look at my life. I got a line on my album too where I say something like, sometimes I think if I was quiet, how much bigger I'd be. You know, but then I'm living for y'all, not living for me. So it's like, I even notice it at this stage, like, damn, like, all right, maybe I should shut the fuck up.
Do you think that?
But it's like, you know what I'm saying? But then I'm like, nah, fuck that, because it's like, then I'm not even living my truth. Then I'm living for y'all. So
do you ever think it would be easier? And easier is not what you need, but damn, it'd be so easy if I just
hell
did.
yeah, it'd be easier, but it just wouldn't be as real, and it wouldn't be as true,
and it wouldn't be you,
and it wouldn't be me. More importantly, yeah, it wouldn't be me. So that's why, like, at the beneath the surface level, Kanye to me is just the epitome of fearlessness. And if you take anything from him, I would say take that. His fearlessness to make 808s and Heartbreaks. His
Damn
fearlessness.
talented.
It's just like, people get too caught up in surface level shit, you know, and you miss the whole meat. You miss the substance. That's what this book is about too. Like, this is messages and substance. Like, I look at Kanye and I see the Trump thing and I'm like, I disagree, but I respect the fearlessness. Even if you're fearlessly saying the wrong thing, quote unquote, but you have got.
You said it.
You said it. Y'all don't have the.
And he showed up.
Have the balls to tell the fucking dude you're fucking with that he's a bum. What are y'all talking about? You got the nerve to talk about Kanye? Y'all can't even tell your dude that he's a loser.
Have you met Kanye?
No. I'm a fan. He fuck out.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you really love someone and you don't want to meet
He
him.
probably won't even talk to me after. What you doing today?
He will. He's nice.
What you doing today?
Shit, meeting Kanye, it sounds like it.
Now, let me see if I can put it together for real.
Holy shit.
Let me see if I can put it together for real.
Let me tell y'all something. If we get that on video, you'll see the real 7-year-old in me for sure.
Hey, man, I would
definitely
love
find out.
to
J.
make
Cole,
it
I
happen.
fan the fuck out. And you have those moments where you look back and you're like, man, I should have been so much cooler.
Right? I can tell.
But
When
it's
did you
like,
first meet
but
J.
you know,
Cole?
I met J. Cole at his forum show.
I was there.
Were you?
I remember, yeah.
Yeah, so like, I'm cool with Boz, I'm cool with a lot of them, like Jid and Kaz. So I pull up.
So you were
I
right
saw you
there.
there.
Yeah, I'm right there, like, and I hate to be that dude, but I remember, like, tapping Boz on the show, like, bro, like, can I meet J. Cole, bro? I'm trying, because that's
Take
a
me to the
fucking
meet and
idol
greet.
to me. Like, I was 17, like, you know what I'm saying?
It's crazy being a fan
But when I
first.
met J. Cole, I remember just going so hard, like, bro, I'm doing the fucking shrine too. Like, I love everything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What was his
trying
reaction?
to fucking. He was just hella cool.
Are you?
He was like, all right.
Was it
He was like,
too
oh, cool. He was like, you must be doing something. I'm like, fuck, I should have been way cooler.
Did you mind?
Hey, man, what? It's like, you know, but like I look back and I'm like, nah, that's real, because when you see DMX meet Rakim, if y'all have seen that video.
I've never seen that.
Yeah. Go watch, put it like this. Anyone who feels too cool to fan out, I think on record we can say DMX is arguably the coolest person in the world. So
Definitely.
DMX was not too cool to meet Rakim. His argument.
Yeah.
DMX meets him, starts rapping off his. So, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, I saw that video and I was like, listen, if DMX is not too cool, right?
Yeah, man.
Then I can't be.
Have you seen the next great yet? Like somebody that came up to you, and we probably don't even know him yet, but there's probably somebody that came up to you that talked to you the way that you talk to Cole.
Yeah, but then I didn't even know.
Right.
Yeah. It's like when Jason Tatum met LeBron.
Right.
You know, like shit like that, where you're an NBA player meeting the 11-year-olds at the AAU championship,
Right.
and you have no idea.
But you've been a fan of music, and I think that's why you take care of it as
and I take
much.
it really serious. And I understand the people who are like, oh, you know, lighten up or whatever. It's like, bro, in my regular life, off camera, like, I'm the biggest troll, the biggest clown. Like, you gotta understand, most likely to make a teacher retire. Like, I've been a shit talking, fuck around clown since I was fucking 5.
You like, we only get a fraction.
I like pushing. Yeah, it's like,
I like pushing
so.
buttons.
But
Do you ever feel bad?
for what?
Like sometimes, like if you push someone's button, you're like,
Nah.
maybe.
Yeah, I can tell by the way you
He's
answer.
like, for what?
Nah. Get it back.
Right, it is he or
Pearl
you.
stickers.
Yeah, but it's like I just feel like I'm aware of the platform, and I attribute that to, thank God I didn't blow up at 19. You know, I'm proud. The best thing that never happened to me was blowing up when I wanted to blow up. 17, at 19, at 20, not even 21. 23 is when I made my first million and got on, and what it's like, thank God, because y'all would have got a way worse. Like, I be telling people, you think this is bad? Go look at my tweets from when I was 19 saying, in all caps, $1 million a fucking beat. Fuck y'all. Like, yo, I was worse when I was broke. You feel me? Like, you gotta understand, because I had to hype myself up.
Yeah, man.
I was my only believer, so I had to overcompensate, go hard. That's what made this all happen. Then once it happened, I was like, all right, cool, I don't need to. But then I'm still being confident. People are like, yo, you're only cocky because you got on. I'm like, y'all have no fucking clue.
But you talk about
this is so much worse.
Sorry, but you talk about how important that is, and I love that you put that in your book, because people don't understand that. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people go their whole lives not understanding the importance and the value of believing in yourself first. Like, no one's gonna believe in you if you don't believe in yourself first. Like, that's where you have to start.
That's the whole trick, and that pisses people off.
Yeah, they don't like it once
Like,
you do.
right
They
here,
don't believe in themselves.
majority of people don't believe in themselves at all. So they get offended when they see you believe in yourself. That's the realest right there. Too scared to go after their own dreams, so they're offended when they see you going after yours.
Yeah.
You're a mirror for what they wish they had. Fuck them, miserable trash.
Yeah. That's a piece from the book, too. It's true, because I realized a long time ago that my confidence is a mirror for those who don't have it. My success is the same thing, and that's how it works. Like, my success, I think I said it in a song called Sore Losers. Something along the lines of, like, my success is a reflection of what you don't have. But that shouldn't offend you. It should inspire you to go get it. But whether you take it as inspiration or offensive is your choice. It has nothing to do with me.
And Russ, I tell people, I say, man, don't apologize for the things that you have. And especially when you put the work in. You know what I'm saying? There's people, like I tell people, man, people think things are a buffet. It's really an entree. Because people want to go and say, oh, you know what? I want that chain. I want the car.
Sure.
I want this. But they don't want everything that come with it. Like if you want everything that I have, you got to have a deceased mother. You got to have a deceased brother. You have to have been homeless. You got to have everything.
Well,
bro.
because you know what happens? Being a celebrity, what do you see? You see B. You don't see A. You just see B. You see the success. You see the end result. You don't see what it took. It's like everyone wants the car. Everyone wants, oh, man, I can't wait to be on and get $1 million. It's like, yeah, but you can't even work for free for a couple of years. So you don't want. You think you want B. But if I told you that in order to get to here, you got to want this too. I wanted to eat shit for fucking 10 years. I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked feeling like y'all motherfuckers are idiots and y'all are sleeping. Like, I liked it. I thrived off of it. You know?
And it's crazy because I tell people, and I can tell with you also, Russ, that you did the outliers. You
Yeah.
did the 10,000 hours.
Yeah. Hell
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
And I think that's why there's a lot of tuition paid into the School of Experience.
Yes.
And at such a so-called, and at so-called such a young age, what's the next 5 gonna look like? What the next 10 gonna look like?
I'm a billionaire by 35. That's a fact.
Get it?
That's a fact. Cause and I'm not just saying that like I'm gonna just stumble on it. I got shit in the pipeline and fuck the money, but it's a matter of like I see things through. I see the play all the way through. You know how like in football, basketball, don't quit on the play. I don't quit on the play. Too many people quit on the play. It's a broken play.
Yeah, man.
They got a fucked up life or whatever, and so they quit on the play. They don't see it all the way through. What if somebody flea flickers and fumbles and
man.
You know what I'm saying?
We kill a lot on the vine.
Don't quit on the play.
We kill a lot on the vine.
A lot of
That's what
people
I
leave
think.
a lot of
crazy.
shit just on the fucking table. It's like, yo, y'all are tripping.
But even early on, man, not even early on, but just when I say tuition into the School of Experience, like to not just the production and making the music, but also owning the music.
Yeah.
What the merch look like.
Yeah.
Taking the money and investing it in yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, we do radio.
Yeah.
And we could do somebody's concert, give away tickets every hour for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
It won't have the crowd you had at the Staples Center.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, those kind of fearless moves in yourself. We want to bet on football games. Who gonna do this on Sunday?
Bet on yourself. Bet on yourself. But see, I talk about this in the book too. I said the world doesn't reward talent or hard work. The world rewards whoever bets on themselves the most. That's it. Because I was never the best at any of this shit. I'm still not. I'm not the best guitar player, piano player, rapper, singer, producer. I'm the best me you're gonna find. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's it. I'm a bet on myself every time. That's even why I like the philosophy of never doing openers. You know why? Because I'm thinking long term. I'm thinking touring history. I don't want to do LA, and every time I've done LA, it's with 6 artists. Because then guess what? I don't really know my draw in that market.
Right.
You know, because you get these artists who are
that's on purpose.
lifelong fucking openers, right?
Yeah.
And then when they go to, and they've been in 6,000 caps, or maybe even arenas as openers, with 4 other popping artists, but then when they come time to do their own headlining show, they can't sell 500 tickets.
How did you learn that?
By running directly at it. By saying, fuck it, I'll do 50 tickets.
Right. And not be afraid of the number. Then the next time probably
You can
75.
scroll all the way down my Instagram and go find the very first show I did as far as a tour. And it's Glasgow, Scotland, in the basement of a bar. I remember walking in the bar and going downstairs, and it's like 49 kids.
But did you
Glasgow.
think like,
That's a pretty good number.
But did you think
For
like,
first
damn,
show?
also, damn, I'm in Scotland. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Right? Yeah.
Before that, it was like, Tumwater, Seattle, with 50 kids.
But I like that you talk about the fact that there isn't one direct road to success because nowadays everyone thinks that you still have to be the hometown hero.
I want to touch on that too. Yeah, especially that too. I want to touch on the fact that I think a misconception with me is I'm telling people that you have to do it my way. No, I'm just simply providing an alternative. Like, there's a whole lot of ways to not do it.
Right.
There's a whole lot of ways to do it. But a lot of people are stingy with success because people have crab in a barrel mentality. They have a very scarcity mindset, meaning like, well, if I give you food, then I can't eat. It's like, relax. You have no faith in your hunting and gathering skills? You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel like you give me food, you can't go get some more?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not stingy with my success because I know what's up with me. You know what I'm saying? I believe in me, but the hometown shit is dead. It's like the internet made it so that Belgium is my hometown.
Yeah, I'm about to say, how big is your hometown
My first sold-out show ever was in Belgium. For what reason? Tell me.
Exactly.
And then they wanted me that you're the first radio station that played your song.
Was Seattle. I'm not from Seattle either. So it doesn't, all that shit is dead. Put your music on. J. Cole has an old interview where he said, put your music on the internet, and if it's good enough, your fan base will sniff you out. And that's how it works. And a lot of people need to come to terms with you're just not that good.
Right.
So what's the line between believing in yourself
Here's the before we go with that. That is so real.
It really is.
Just the truth.
Yeah, man.
Now, here's the fuck thing though. Here's the fucking walking contradiction I am. I talk about it in my book too. If the 14-year-old me came up to 27-year-old me now and said, let me play these beats, I would literally be in my head, I would be like, these are fucking terrible. This is never gonna work. I'd say this is never gonna work. But I would tell you, yo, just keep going.
You didn't give up.
The thing is, the caveat, right? The 14-year-old me would have never asked the 27-year-old me to listen to his beats. Because he would have thought, my shit is fire. Fuck you.
I don't need to ask you.
That's the caveat. That's the trick. So it's a juggling act. You know, I can't ever tell somebody you're never gonna make it, because if you go back and listen to my beats at 14, you can find them on YouTube. Garage band beats, terrible. The fact that kid ended up being this.
But were they terrible then?
Yes.
You